You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. Get everyone you know and vote. Vote early. Vote absentee.
So I don't know if you just heard him there. Not only is he saying he'll fix the whole thing and just stay in power or whatever, but he's also saying he's not a Christian, which we all knew, right? There's nothing. I'm watching The Chosen. He doesn't look like Jesus at all. He's not calm. He's not patient. He's not talking about the golden rule, taking care of the poor, taking care of the lepers. You know, he's not doing any kind of miracles. He's very much the anti-Jesus. Jesus says, love thy enemies. He says, hate everybody. Always political retribution, revenge, revenge, revenge. So this, Corinthians, he's 2 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians. He can't say one single quote from the Bible when they were all praying for him. He had his lips all pursed up. He didn't even bow his head. He don't know how to be a Christian. He's not a Christian. He just heard what he says, and we'll play it again. All right.
You vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. Vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian.
I'm not Christian. I love you, Christians. I'm not Christian. Let's hear it again.
You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. Christians, I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out. And I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out. And
so there you go. He says he's not a Christian. So he's bullshitting. He's just telling you what you want to hear. He says he's going to fix everything, all the issues of Christianity. We're going to just turn ourselves into a big theocracy. If you're a smart Christian, you want to keep the freedom of religion You have a whole bunch of sects of different Christians who's always fighting against each other. What are the different types of Christians? Presbyterian, right? You got Presbyterian, and you have Protestant and Greek Orthodox Anabaptism. You have the Serbian, so whatever, Episcopal. You got Presbyterian Christianity, Episcopal Church Christianity. So a lot of different. What are the 3 main types? Roman Catholic, Protestant, Eastern Orthodox. How many different versions are there? There's more than 45,000 denominations globally. Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Baptist, Apostolic, Methodist, da-da-da-da-da, right? So he's sitting there saying he's none of you guys. He's not a believer in Christ. He's not a believer in God. He's not a religious person at all. He'll put his hand on the Bible and, feed you a bunch of bullshit. And when it comes to actual... He's not a Christian. He's not a Christian. That's one big thing between him and Jesus. Jesus, I would think, is a believer of himself. He seemed pretty confident, whereas he's not a believer of Jesus. So that's the golden rule, you treat others the way you want to be treated. Is he a big golden rule kind of guy? So that's a bombshell. He's not a Christian. So, fuck him.